Good evening. Welcome to PPE or personal protective equipment, cheap or expensive. To be here, you're most likely a CEO or a safety manager of some sort or executive, wondering why PPE is relevant to the management side of the house and as well to the employee. This is going to be our overview of what we're going to be touching on today. So we'll have our introduction, why do we need PPE in the first place, employees and the risk associated with them, fall protection and some examples of PPE with that, and then families of our employees and why they matter, and then to wrap it up with our conclusion. So my name is Kenneth. I've been a safety technician for the Air Force for the last 6 years. I've been stationed at 3 different bases: Florida, Korea, and Delaware. My day-to-day job as a safety technician is one to perform annual inspections, which include touching and inspecting all of the facilities around the base and all the programs in every squadron. So after the inspection is done, then I'll go and tell the commander of the squadron what the problems are with inside their units and facilities and programs, and give them recommendations to fix those hazards, deficiencies, and to ensure the safety of their employees, equipment, and their programs. So why do we need PPE? So if we go to the construction OSHA statistics of 2024, they actually recorded 1,034 construction fatalities, and 389 of them were from a fatal fall. So all 1,034 were preventable, but almost 400 fatal falls contributed to them as well. And so, speaking of fall protection, it's a big chunk, big deal, and that's why we need to pay attention to our PPE, our training, and whatnot, specifically on the fall protection program, and make sure you get the correct, good PPE so that it's fitted and secures your individuals and they wear appropriately. And it's our duty to do this as well. So as an employer, as a safety professional, this is the Section 5 duties clause for OSHA. And so stating that as the employer, as the safety manager, to provide training, provide the PPE, the tools, the resources, so that your individuals can perform the job safely and efficiently. One, to get the job done, and then two, to make sure they go home with their fingers and toes back to their families. And that's just their right. And then also to follow all the other rules and regulations that OSHA states. So the employees and the rest that follow with them, we can't micromanage every single thing. No matter how many managers and supervisors that we have, there's always going to be something that gets missed by those individuals. So providing them the training so they know what they're doing, even if nobody's looking, is always the best way to go about it. And then also, we can't read people's minds as well, so they may be going through some stressors, whether it's work-related or home, maybe a divorce, maybe car problems, maybe just some unpredictable life situations that get their head out of the game, and they're not really focused on work during their work time. So giving them the training, giving them the PPE so that they can perform their job safely, even under the stressful situations of just life in general, is always the best recommendation I can provide. So jumping into more specific fall protection. So the top row is going to be things that you should not be doing. So one, not doing the right anchorages, providing faulty PPE, and then also not providing fall protection at all, and using the equipment not to manufacturer's instructions. Just all unsafe practices that could either injure the employee more, to a fatal accident and whatnot. And so making sure that we're hitting these marks here with one, assessing the situation, providing them either eliminating the hazard, passive or active fall protection, or these some of these examples right here. just so that, again, the employee has the resources and the training to get the job done safely. And it's not just for the employee themselves, but it's also affecting their families too. So these employees are up on heights and whatnot, and so if they come and fall, their family's going to be affected as well, whether it's a loss of income, or just a dad or a parent or a mom, the kids, the spouse doesn't have that partner or that leader in their family anymore, that they can't look up to, and they're out of a parent. So they also, with the loss of income, they may lose their house and they may lose their car and other financial things that go along with it too. And so they may be looking for you for compensation through the company with legal fees and compensation for losing their spouse and family member. So these are all things to think about when you could just take the time to do the training and provide them with good, reliable, maybe a little bit more expensive, but reliable safety equipment to protect you against all those negative outlets. So wrapping it all up, these are our 3 objectives. Is 1, to protect your employees, protect their families, and protect your company as a total. Everybody's included in this, so it's the best motto. And then references.